I was waiting for some people to come in before I started talking. So, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is DebraAnnMatthews, and my channel is called Lose Weight With Me. And so, I thought I'd just come on while I'll just roll my hair and kind of talk to you. This is the journey from obesity. So, the more I look at pictures, the more I watch social media, and then I get ideas for my hair. And this is a really good sign because as I work on my mobility and start to feel well, I'm doing my hair. I roll my hair, I brush my hair every day. Sometimes I don't do it, but I'm going to curl it in the morning, which is okay. Miss D gave me this moisture stuff to put on my hair. The lady who invented this, she's a black lady from Georgia. She had gotten cancer, and then she invented this cream to grow her hair. And her hair is really long. So I'm wondering why the back of my hair tends to be more nappier. Probably because I lay on it a lot. But I do have a silk cap on my wheelchair and on the chair of my car, so when my head hits back, then at least it has that. And I do have a silk bonnet that I did try to put on without putting the headscarf on, because when you put the headscarf on, it kind of defeats the purpose. But I'm going to try to do it just with this bonnet without the headscarf. But my rollers are probably going to come out, so I probably won't do that because I want my hair to curl. But because it's a little bit nappy back here, I'm going to kind of oil it with this. I put the hair growth oil on it yesterday. And I know you feel ashamed. This cut look good, okay? I'm the kind of person, it doesn't really matter what other people think. If it looks good to me, it looks good. I like it. So you don't have to like it. I like it. So this thing struck me the other day. I was watching a video on YouTube, and they were like, get the GLP so you can lose 20% of your weight in a year. And I was like, okay. And I did the math. I lost 20% of my weight in a year without it. I did use the weight loss supplements, and my coach gave me a plan of food to eat that if you eat it that way, you will lose weight. Here it is right here. I meant to take a picture and show y'all. Oh, this is the magnesium I should be taking that I paid a lot of money for. I'm taking this tonight. You're supposed to take it before your last meal. My stomach don't feel good anyway, so I'm not taking this. Thanks, Maury. Not yet. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. It's called Captivita. And I did talk to Crystal for her to give me the link. So I'll post it. So this works. This helped me to lose 33 pounds in a month or 6 weeks. But I did lose it. And I kept it off. And I lost 50 pounds within the next... Like I lost 33 pounds that summer. Then for 4 months, I ate popcorn every day. And then in that January, I started taking Michelle Petter's weight loss support group. And then by the summer, then I practiced stop eating candy. So I would eat candy, then stop eating it, then eat it, and stop eating it. But then by July, I did a no sugar July. And then like probably July, August, I lost 50 pounds. Then September, I lost 15 more pounds. And I just kept losing. And then losing and gaining. But I kept doing the same thing. It's okay. And now I understand the pattern. Oh, hi, Southport, England. Oh, do you wear rings on your finger? Oh, I will wear a ring if you buy me one and send it to me. Right now, this is a size 9, but I'm losing weight. But go ahead and send me one of them rings because I've been to England, and August is the sale. So yeah, give me some rings, honey. My address is in the description. Send a sister a ring. Hook a sister up. Buy a sister something, okay? I'm feeling kind of blue anyway. So cheer a sister up with some jewelry, yes. Okay? And let me see what else I want while you're in England. When you go to the train station that's downtown, I don't know if it's downtown or not, but the big train station that you have to go to get the train, they have like shopping in there. Like I picked out stuff I wanted all summer. Okay, well buy me one. That's a size 9, but buy me some real pretty. Yeah, yeah, real pretty like that. Yeah, buy me some real pretty. So anywho, so I got to oil my scalp, roll my hair up, because I'm going swimming tomorrow, and I usually just wear my rollers into the pool. And then after I swim, I take the blow dry and blow it, and bring my curlers and bump it if I want to. But I'm just coming home, so I ain't going to do all that tomorrow. But my hair, sometimes I feel like it is so sensitive. Hey, B.G. How you doing, lady? And I just got to roll it. So I got to remember to use the oil. So anyway, what I was thinking is that I lost 20% of my highest weight. And then I really didn't lose it in a year. I mean, I've been doing this 35 months. So for a long time, I struggled with eating right. For like a year and a half. I mean, for real, I'm just eating. And then my coach would do these nutrition sessions where everybody would come and he'd go over nutrition and tell you to pick from these categories, and based on the kind of meat, it tells you how many ounces. Then after a while, then he was like, just Deborah, your ounces is 9 ounces because of my weight. And then the other skinny people, they had different ounces. Because if they were like 9 ounces, he's like, yeah, she's bigger. She weighs more. She needs more protein. And so I'm like, okay. So that's cool. And what's the best part of living in America? I'm from Brazil and dreaming of living in your country. What do you do for a living? It depends on kind of what's your profession, or what do you want to do. Are you going to go to school when you get here, or have you already been schooled? Are you going to do, I know a lot of people in the south part of the world, they'll come in to work hospitality, then go back home. Or you're a barber? Okay, you're a barber. Okay, are you black or are you white? Okay, so that's a good profession. So, but if you're gonna do a flip, if you're a barber, I mean, how old are you? It depends on all of that matters, because when you're young, you want to be where the action is. But I mean, if you're from Brazil, I would say you're Latin. I would say you want to go where there's Brazilian support. And so, when I went home to Memphis, I saw this Brazilian steakhouse that we have in Nashville. And I was like, okay, they got it right downtown. They got a lot of stuff right downtown now that they didn't have when I was growing up. But anywho, they've always had nice things downtown. Even when I was growing up. But it depends. I mean, like Miami is expensive. New York is expensive. But New York is doable. You can get a $500 apartment or $300 apartment in New York because they got housing services to help you with that. If you don't have any family. Miami is expensive, but I know people make it because they come from the boat down there. It just depends on what you want to do. I mean, the cheapest cost of living is probably like Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, not so much. We used to be cheap, but you can come here and still make it. It just depends. Do you have some money to buy a house? Are you going to be like on a 90-day visa? It just depends on what you want to do, really. Texas is good. But if you're young and single and ready to mingle, you probably just want to go to like New York or Philadelphia. Is good. It's cold. Now it's cold up there now. Is it cold in Brazil? I don't think it is cold in Brazil. I don't know. But if you want to be cold, you can go to the places that's cold. Chicago is nice. But see, Michigan is nice, but it's cold. Indiana is cold. I mean, I'm talking about it's real cold. So if it just depends on, really, it depends on what you want to be doing, And if you have how much money, do you have some money to do it? But you can always rent a room in somebody's house. You can always do that. And so, And oh, this is the other thing I was thinking. If you're a barber, then you might want to get a job, or well, you know what? There are Brazilian salons everywhere, so you can always get a job in a Brazilian salon. So really, it's up to you. It's up to you, really. It's up to you. Now, I live in Tennessee, which is the middle, and it's nice. It gets cold, but it don't get that. It gets cold, but when it gets cold, we shut the world down, so you don't have to worry about going nowhere, because we ain't going outside when it's real cold like that. We really ain't going out there when it's real hot either. We move by the weather, and they send out alerts. But the cost of living here has gotten ridiculously high, so that makes it not so much fun. But Tennessee is a good place. It's centrally located. You can get anywhere within 5 hours. I mean, from here to California within less than 5 hours. You get to New York in 2 hours. So, I'm rolling my hair. So I'm going to wear my hair like this. Like I was going to wear it like this. Then I was like, oh, like a middle part looks good. Then I realized that if I do this, then if I do this right here, then I can swoop it down like that. But I'm getting ready to roll it. So yeah, but this is the other thing too. They have a lot of programs. Oh yeah, my Zumba teacher's from Brazil. She's in Orlando, but she teaches Zumba. Her name's Karini, and she's wonderful. As a matter of fact, man, I love her so much. When she left, I stopped doing Zumba because she was so much fun. But yeah. So, but the other thing I wanted to, oh, sorry, your English is okay. Because I know you speak Portuguese and I don't speak Portuguese. So, I know that you are doing just. So, what I'm going to do, it's like when you roller set your hair to the back. So, I'm going to roller set my hair to the front so it can mushroom and then I can part it later. I want to make it full. So I kind of want to use smaller rollers, but then I just feel like I should use bigger rollers. And I would like the back to stand up, so I'm going to work on that. Hey, lady. I don't know what else it says in that song, but when I saw it says, hey, girl, it reminds me of the song. Hey, lady. So today I was trying to post some early videos of me exercising, like in 2021 when I used to go to physical therapy. I always go to physical therapy, but I started going then because I was looking at when did I start working with my coach. And so I was looking at those pictures. And I don't know if I've been dehydrated or if I've just been not drinking enough water. I don't think I'm dehydrated, because that will make you physically sick. But I was physically sick because I didn't drink enough water to go through my intestines, because every few weeks my stomach will start hurting right here and make me want to go to the emergency room. And then it would kind of stop. But when I went to Washington, they let me bring frozen water on the plane. And then when I got ready to come back, they were like, is this water for medical reasons? I'm like, yes. They said, okay. And they tested it, but they let me bring it on. So, the funny part is, I wish you, thank you. Thank you. You too. Thank you, Creepy. The funny part is, I've lost like 36 pounds in the last 6 weeks. But I haven't been drinking that much water. I've been drinking water because I always drink 2 to 3 bottles of water when I exercise. But I haven't been drinking enough water. Obviously, because right now I am uncomfortable. And I don't want to go sit in the bathroom unless I gotta go. I don't want to do that. I'm comfortable. So I'm like, look, I always eat lots of fruit. I always eat apples, oranges, grapefruit, a few bananas, and kiwi. I had some pomegranates. I got some kiwi, but I had to throw it away because it had something growing out of it. pomegranates. I got some green apples, some red apples. I always eat, and I eat it throughout the day. So it's, and watermelon. So it's not that I'm not eating. Well, my coach was like, "Are you eating fiber?" I am. That's what I'm eating. But I ate so much salad that I had salad and nuts that it came out the rear. So I'm just like, goodness gracious. So I don't know what it is. I think it's just I'm not drinking enough water. I drink water, I'm just not drinking enough. So, or maybe I'm not eating enough. I don't feel like all that eating. I feel like eating breakfast. And no, I don't eat mac and cheese. That's a no. No, it ain't nothing nutritious about mac and cheese. Not me. But I think it's probably the water. Because since Publix required me to use the app, I don't go there anymore and get the pretty waters. And when I don't get the pretty waters, then I don't prioritize drinking the water. I just grab 4 bottles of water, and when I come home I got 3. Or I grab 6 and I still have 4 when I get home. So I had to grab my pretty straws. Something. But we're gonna figure it out. So and my pharmacist told me to stop eating salad because my stomach was upset. And so I don't know what it is. I just know it has something to do with water though. Because my coach, he's an EMT. And the thing is, he's a special forces EMT. He's almost better than my doctor. Even though I'm not saying my doctor isn't good, because of course my doctor went to medical school. My doctor is really good because he's Nigerian. When I seen him, I said, "Do you know how wonderful your people are?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "I thought you did." Because if you didn't know, Nigerians are pretty, now they slick. I ain't telling you that. But I'm saying the president of Nigeria said, if there are no Nigerians in your country, you ain't got nothing going on. There are Nigerians in Alaska. There are Nigerians in Russia. There's not a country that you can name that there's not a Nigerian. And so, and it took a while before I understood Nigerians. And now I really understand. I really have more respect for them than I used to. But I really admire them. And so, they still a headache, though. Because they be doing too much. But Antarctica, there's nobody in Antarctica except for researchers. You can't live in Antarctica. But, baby, if you can, you better know if it's something going on, you better know it's a Nigerian there. There's even I knew that there were Nigerians in Russia a while ago, like 10 or 20 years ago, and that just blew my mind. But I didn't know Russia helped Africans. They help people, like they help certain countries, like in South Africa. Cubans educate South African doctors, even though they're apartheid. They got good hospitals, so there's something good in every country. And so, but in either case, I got a little bit more done. I'm getting ready to be trained to go back into business, so I'm excited. And I still have to work on my anxiety and PTSD. But also, what happened is I got really sad this week. I'm doing all that crying. Calling my sister, she was like, "Oh, shut that crying up and cry about the 230 pounds you done lost." I'm like, "Yes, big sister." And I say that because I want to say this to you. And I think that only somebody like me can say this and y'all not lose y'all religion. Because you at some point you just gotta deal with the trauma that led to you focusing on your eating for reasons that don't require eating. And when you get support, then you certainly can learn through your like my weight loss support group, my coach, my readings, my all the stuff. So you certainly can learn. And this time when I was doing all that crying, I don't really know why. That's why you can't, even the Bible says you can't trust your feelings. And that's maturity, when you learn and give yourself grace, because you have to give yourself some grace. Because you know, we're just learning these concepts. They're new. Learning, telling us, teaching us how to deal with our emotions. And so I'm just letting y'all know, you got to put that thing to the side, and you're going to have to. And the funny thing about it, I didn't think about eating. I went in the kitchen to cook. That's what I went in there, cutting the potatoes. And I was in there cutting potatoes, hurting my arms, but I did it. And that shows a lot of growth, a lot of emotional maturity. That's the thing, that whatever happened to you, whatever he did to you, you can't wear it on your shoulder no more. And it's not serving you. And it doesn't matter how hard it was, how complicated it is. The Bible says that the things that happen to man are not uncommon to the things that happen to people. So in other words, you are special, but you ain't that special, and it's going to be all right. And so I am tickled pink that almost every week I lose about 4 to 5 pounds. Then some days, like some weeks, I might gain 1 pound, 1.4 pounds. But I'm really excited because when I went to the doctor, my weight and the scale at the doctor's office was only 1 pound away. That's really neat. And I'm just amazed that my weight's going down. I'm like, wow, it's going down. And it's going down. And I got on the scale Friday and I was scared. And it went back down. I was like, okay. Y'all know the song, I'm going down, down, baby. I don't know what Nelly else be saying, but I know your street ain't or something, no another. But it's a Nelly song. I just know the verses. So, but anywho. I overcame a little bit more of my fear. What you want me to do? You want me to talk to y'all? Hey, cool guy. What you want me to say? Hey, Miss Jack. I mean, I'll talk to y'all if y'all saying something. I'm interacting. What you want me to interact with you? What you want to talk about? Okay. I'm talking. Everything I'm talking about relating to my channel. Lose weight with me, honey. What you want me to talk about? Okay. Hey, Andrea. And so that's what it is. As you begin to understand more of the tools, of the skills needed to help you in your weight loss, you're going to still get sad. You're going to still get mad. You're going to still get all the other stuff. But the things that I'm really pointing about are the sadness that really, you're going to get mad every day in traffic and all of that. But the things that really hurt you or make you feel bad, then after you start losing weight and after you start resting and paying attention and eating the food that agrees with your body, paying attention, only listening to your own instinct, all the stuff, something's still going to make you feel sad, and something's still going to kick you off your rocker. So you just, and because I've been doing this for 1,095 days, I've been doing it longer. I haven't been doing it longer than I've been struggling trying to lose the weight, but I've been doing it longer than the years that it's been since my house caught on fire. So what what crisis type of thing can happen when your knees give out and your house catch on fire first and your knees give out. And at that time I had lost 65 pounds, but I still didn't have enough support to catch me where I could continue the journey that I did, because the journey I did in those days was very peaceful. My coach used to be like, go back home. He'd come over and fix some stuff, and he'd be like, you gonna stay in this house, and beg me not to date this guy who was trying to date me. I should have listened to him, I'm telling y'all. But I was trying to see for myself. That's one of the girls, she has this religious font. She'd be looking up at the Lord and the angel be telling her what to do, and she'd be like, I'm gonna see for myself. But but I told my coach, I was like, Coach, you married, you got somebody to go home to. You was player hating. Okay? But that's okay. That is okay. And I really realized after I went through my little feelings, I'm like, I didn't eat. Even though I was cooking, my arms were hurting. And I just, after I put the food in the crock pot and I turned the food, I went and laid down and I called somebody. I said, can you come over here and put this food, serve this food? Hey, don't call me baby, ain't your baby. My name is DebraAnn. I am from Tennessee. I admire your spiritual lifestyle. It's necessary. I can't be who I am without the Spirit of God, the Spirit of Abba, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. I'm nothing. I rely on, I'm in Jeremiah right now. And so I rely on the Spirit of God to guide me, that my Holy Spirit to direct me, and to give me the courageous spirit I need to overcome this thing called weight. And I'm still over 400 pounds. I'm getting close. When I get to 399, we're going to start counting it down. And then you're going to see how real weight loss happens. But let me tell you about what I was saying about the thing said, take the weight loss journey, take the weight loss shot so you can lose 20% of your weight in a year. I've lost 20% of my weight. I've taken these supplements, but you can lose 20% of your weight without the pills. But the thing Michelle says is so powerful. Like I'm closing my eyes because my legs are a little bit, my knees are a little bit uncomfortable. I got all this cover on top of it. I got to stretch them out and concentrate. You got to believe you can lose weight. You can't believe that you can lose weight if you take a shot. Now, see, I'm going to tell you something. When I went to the obesity conference, and I love the conference now. I love it. But when we went in the focus group, people were desperate. How beautiful one, beautiful one. People were desperate. I'm desperate. But when you're desperate and your insurance pays for it, my insurance covered the weight loss surgery. I didn't get it at that time, so I'm reapplying. And I'm applying because it's the last resort. But if my insurance still don't pay for it, they ain't going to make me no appointment. So it's fine with me. But I got the paperwork ready to give it to them. But if you believe that the only way that you can lose weight is due to a pill or a shot or... Now, the supplements like the teas and stuff, that's just some stuff to help get your system right, which makes perfect sense, especially if you eat out half the time and eat at home half the time. That makes sense. But I'm talking about pills and shots and surgeries, which I'm still considering. I'm not telling you I'm not considering. I'm saying thus far, I've lost weight without the help of pills, shots, and surgeries. And my mantra, and I practiced this because I watched a video. It was very serious, like a talk show on YouTube, in addition to all the other stuff I do. And the speaker said the number one reason people don't lose weight, is because they don't believe deep in their spirit that they can. And then when I started taking Michelle Petta's weight loss support group, she said the first step is to believe you can lose weight. Just like with Jesus, the first step to salvation is believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus Christ of Nazareth is the Son of God. And I'm like, okay, I can do that because I've been baptized, baby. I've been to the water. I've been baptized. So believe that I can lose weight. So I believe that I can lose weight with mobility issues, with all of this weight on my body. I believe I can lose weight. And people were like talking about, don't get on the scale. Look at your clothes. Shut up. Because guess what I'm doing when I get on the scale? Seeing what's going on. Because I ain't paying attention. People that talk a lot, surprise, don't be paying attention. And I don't be paying attention, okay? I pay attention to me. I mean, I do kind of pay attention, but I'm just saying in general. So, when I started meditating on this process of understanding my emotions, understanding the society and how they market to me, and I don't even realize I'm being marketed to, because I grew up in the time where my mom cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner until we were old enough to cook. And so we cooked. We cooked every day. I cooked. I love cooking. Somebody cooked. We had homegrown food. My mom cooked still, but we had food every day at home. And I remember being 15, and me and one of the ladies from church, we'd ride the bus home from school, and we'd stop by Wendy's. We'd have some money to get us a $5, it was $1 then. And but when I got home, I still had to eat dinner, So that was the beginning of marketing to us to eat for other reasons other than hunger. Eat because it was $1 for each item: a burger, a Frosty, a chocolate chip cookie, and some fries, and a drink. Boom! I had that because I had money every day. Okay, so once I understood that, and then my home coworker kept messing my food up, and I kept saying to her, if I can lose this weight if you cook my food right. But I think she just had some mental issues and don't want to help me no more issues too. And so the very week she made me some soup and boiled all the water out, I was like, it was soup. She was like, all I did was boil the water out. I said, but how are you boiling water out if it's soup? Because I was like, that's all. Once I understood what to eat, then all I did was say, if I eat, I can lose weight. I mean, I'm already exercising. I'm already, I was exercising 6 days a week. And then because of recovery, I stopped doing 6 days a week and was doing 5 days a week. And then I stopped and I did the hours. So I do like 7 hours a week, but I take a day off and I do an activity on Saturday instead of exercise. And then once a month on Sunday, I go to church. And hopefully I might switch to 2 times a month. It just depends on how I feel. If I can kind of wrap my mind around going to anybody's bathroom, but it's just they're so far away. And then the other bathroom where it's like the church is here and you can see if you go in the bathroom there. I don't want nobody seeing me coming in and out of the bathroom. I just don't want to do that. So in the other bathroom, it's a long walk back there. So that's a lot of walking. So I don't want to do that. And I don't want nobody helping me to the bathroom either. I just want to do it myself. And if I can't do it myself, I'm not going. Just like I only went home to Memphis because it was an emergency. My dad was sick. I had to check on my mom too. But otherwise, I wouldn't have went home. There's a time when when something's going on with your parents, no matter what's going on with you, there's a time when you say, I'm going home. I was planning to go home during the weekday and be back for the weekend. But my sister was like, well, just wait it out a little bit longer. I'm like, okay. And then everybody came home for the weekend to check on my parents. So I'm telling you that once you understand the plan, once you accept the position of your food, once you understand the struggles that you've had, and even if you've had counseling for the things that you went through before that was bad or whatever you did, really, when you understand that these things happen, that it ain't that they don't mean. I know it was bad. It was really bad. When y'all find out what really happened to me, it was really, really bad. But as I write these chapters of my book, and as I don't think about them a whole lot, but if it comes across my mind, then it's something that I want to share in my book. But I'm telling you that I'm like, next July, I mean, if I'm down 100 pounds, I mean, oh, yes, I lost 20, 35 pounds, 36 pounds, 37 pounds, 38 pounds, but I'm still in my 400s. But 100 pounds down is 3-something. Oh, my goodness. And then 100 pounds down from that is 2-something. Oh, my goodness. And all that's required is rest. What I'm working on now is resting, relaxing, calming myself down. I'm trying to deal with my anxiety and my procrastination. And the food and the exercise is all right. And the mental growth and the mental acceptance is there too. Okay? My aunt called me. Woo! She had a stroke and she didn't know what she was talking about. And y'all, and don't know about, and I just listened to it. And I was like, do you know what how she's behaving? You know, honey, I did not argue with her. I didn't even discuss with her because I was like, she kind of crazy. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, don't nobody help me. I'm like, well, what do you need? I'm okay. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna tell you something about these family folks. Other than my mom and my dad, ain't nobody else would stress me out. I'll be like, whoo, child. There's another reason makes me want to make sure I'm exercising. And honey, I'm working on my squats because when I go to South Africa, baby, I'm squatting with the South African aerobics class. Okay? And I'm jump roping. And I'm going to put me a bicycle helmet and those pads for my knees and my arms in my cart for Amazon. And as soon as I learn how to put my Amazon cart on my social media, I'm going to do that. Because, baby, you got to have a vision of where you want to go. And where I want to go is in a place where activity is happening because I'm going to be about that activity. I remember my friend from college, she was from Mexico. She married another guy from Africa. They would go biking from town to town. And I was like, wow. I mean, just to imagine that. And they still been married all these years. And it's just, and I just think, well, what if one day you can go biking with them? And we're up in age. My mentor was what? In her 60s, 70s, biking. Yeah, in Washington, D.C., yeah. So, you gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? There's a will call for some acting here, but the positions they need isn't me. But I'm just like, okay. Then there was a dance will call that came out in my town. I was like, man, I can stand up real good. I go down here and dance, baby. You can dance. You can do anything you want to. I used to love dancing. I used to love doing, one time I was in the street, and I was big, so I didn't have a knee problem like I do now. I was doing ballet and modern dance. I'm telling my brother, hold my hand, let me show you. And he was like, I didn't know you could do that. Boy, I've been dancing all my life. So you got to remember who you are. Remember the things that made you happy that you did effortlessly. They have an adult flag team. I want to join that adult flag team. I got an email in the mail today. I was in the band in college, 175th year or 125th year. They come and march with the band. One of these days, I'm going to get back there and march with the band. Okay? I did it once before. And so just to be able to march with the band and just do anything, any crazy little thing I think I want to do. But right now, I'm going to be getting my things together to offer my services as a life coach to help other people, particularly who are 100, 200, and 300 pounds overweight, help students who have weight issues in the school system, help community members who work with various communities in town with their weight, and just give information. So I'm working on that. I'm excited about it. And I still have some projects I have not finished because I'm a procrastinator. And I think that what helps me actually is saying I'm a procrastinator and taking steps to get rid of that procrastination, and working on my other goals. I'm working on my business plan, and I'm working on the certifications I'm going to be taking, because the reason I'm doing all of this is to get my life back. I just found out my good colleague is a contractor. I said, you could have rebuilt my house. He never told me he was a contractor. You always told me you did the technician stuff. So I was like, okay, so when I get some money, you can come and start these projects in the house. Because you gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Ow, 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 ow. I found out about, Maxine mentioned a couple of things. Oh, she mentioned that I may be able to get the rural home loan and it's a 1%. You pay the loan back at 1%, and to just get all the things I need done in the house. It's not anything major, other than the redo the deck, and just completely redo the deck. And so I got to look into that. And I just want to get my life back. I want to get back to making money, get back to helping people, do some new business ventures. And I'm a part of some of the business groups here in town. So I'm a really good resource person. So I want to really begin to do some connections when we're making some money. Like I mentioned before, when there's a Republican in office, a Republican does things that make business opportunities spin. Now, Democrats do social programs that make business opportunities spin. So either way, there's something for most people. I met some ladies who sell paparazzi, but they don't want to do that anymore. So I was thinking I need to get them in touch with the SBA person in Nashville who can direct them to manufacturers, because they can get manufactured jewelry from like really nice jewelry from manufacturers and sell that. Then they can be flexible. Paparazzi doesn't allow them to mix. You can't sell paparazzi on another jewelry brand. So it's a lot of things that they can do. And then some of the things they create themselves. She told me that's okay. So I'm really good at connecting people like that. So I'm thinking let's all make some money. So I'm like, one of the things I'm going to do, although I would like to ask everybody if you can continue to donate, because the things I'm going to do starts in 2 weeks, and we have the opening ceremony Wednesday, so I have to pay for wheelchair transportation to Nashville, and it's still the same. Right now I have transportation set up that's $30 a day. But it's only one day a week. But if they don't come, then I have to pay $175. And if he can't take me, I have to pay $400. So it's just the wheelchair thing is a thing, because I can't go to play. I tried one time driving my car to the Nashville Entrepreneurship Center and taking my walker. It was too much. It was too much walking. And so that's all I wanted to share with y'all while I roll my hair. Let you know that I have some personal things going on today. And I'm still, I still have to remember the relaxing part of losing weight. Remember the systematic part of losing weight that requires, oh, Bobby Ajik, thank you for stopping by. Hey, Deborah King and Naomi Facia, that requires you to take a step, to set a goal. And the goal is do, don't do. That's what I learned from the psychologist at the obesity conference. So what do you want to do? What don't you want to do? Now, what do you want to do that's consistent with what you want to do? And he said, what you have to do is take that goal down like this, so that when you hit it, it's a 10. So he said, I tell all of my weight loss customers, I can't help you lose 100 pounds, but I can help you lose 1 pound 100 times. Now, isn't that comforting? So that's why I don't worry about the fact that my room needs organizing. What I worry about is I have clean clothes, and baby, I'm wearing my underwear. I have clean underwear, clean bras, and something to put on, and I can get up and go exercise. That's most important. I wish that my room was spotless like on YouTube. I wish it was, but baby, guess what? I gotta go exercise. I gotta take care of myself. I just rolled my hair up, clean hair, moisturized hair. When I feel like I'm dressed when I got my hair covered. Even if I just have it slicked down, it feels like I'm dressed for the day because I'm gonna look good with what I put on. And this hair, one white lady asked me why I will wrap my hair up a lot. I said because I can't afford to get my hair done, and I wrap it up because it doesn't look good. And so, but now my natural black hair, I don't have a perm. It looks so presentable. I'm so happy. I just throw my little pearl headband on it, and I feel happy. I feel good. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And that's part of the journey. So, I have a few friends who lost all their weight, but they eat a lot of sugar. I know for a fact when Southern women get stressed, we eat a lot of carbs. We're gonna eat some protein and we're gonna eat some potatoes. I mean, like cream potatoes with gravy. I got some rice and gravy the other day. I wanted to eat it, but I couldn't bring myself to eat it because I looked at the carbs on the rice I got in my kitchen, and I'm like, I ain't eating this rice because this rice right here gonna make me gain weight. And they told me Coach said I can eat sauces, but not gravy. And gravy will make my uric acid flare up. And when I get the test results, it's going to say my uric acid is high. So although I wanted to eat the rice and gravy, I didn't eat it. I can't eat it because I want to get off that pill more than I want to eat the rice and gravy. I can always eat some rice and gravy. Okay? So, um, let's I have 1, 2, 3. I have 7 bottles up there. I need to drink. I just drank that one. I think I drank 2 for today, but it be like that. But I'm gonna get around to drinking them all. And if by in the morning at 5 o'clock, if I don't feel well, then I'm not gonna go exercise because I have to wait out my stomach. Ugh. And so I so didn't even want to take that stuff, but I'm like, Deborah, you're a grown woman. You're going to have to do what is necessary for you to do to clean your system out and forget something you don't want to do it. So let me tell y'all some of my new brands that I was thinking about. I was putting my stuff together in TikTok, and I was like, okay, let me write these down. Obesity Success Champion, Wellness Creator, Lifestyle Creator. Hi, lady. Hi, DAA. Soar Over Obstacles Warrior, Mind Over Meals Peacekeeper, Obesity Care. Obesity Care Week coming up in March of 2026. So write that on your calendars. Then the tagline, Your Weight Matters, is synonymous with the Obesity Action Coalition. And then there's a website that says rethinkobesity.com. And so those are things that we got information about that I want to share with you because it's going to make your journey more calmer. You're going to feel more supported when you see all the advocacy, all the tips, and they call it treatment because they're saying obesity and food addiction is a disease. So to treat the disease, you need a treatment. So I say the treatment is mind over meals, coach training, like weight loss support group, a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, and a personal trainer, and group exercise, be it line dancing, be it we have a lot of line dance classes now in town. We have Chicago stepping the first. Okay, oh, is it the first? okay, the first Thursday in September, I'm gonna be there. I mean, the first Tuesday in September, I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna miss it because I missed it twice. 3 strikes, I'm out. So I got to be there at the next one. Be it regular line dancing, be it water exercises, the track and runners club. I'm gonna sign up, and archery, whatever you can do to help you to move. Golf lessons, whatever you can do to help you to move. And so I want to share with you this thing. Remember when I told you that that statistic that said if you take, they have this GLP that would help you lose 20% of your weight within a year. Well, with me fighting my food plan, fighting that sugar, fighting that salt, I lost 106 pounds within a year, about a year and a half. And then 20% more was 85.2 pounds. So I've lost 106 and 85.2 pounds. So I've lost a total of 237.8 pounds. So I would like to ask you to give yourself 1,000 days before you do anything drastic. Learn, go to the doctor's appointment, let them do all the tests they're going to do, but give yourself 1,000 days. Because losing weight just to have the surgery or just to get the pills, that's not what it is. You have to figure out how to continue to use life in a way that supports your health, supports your weight loss goals. And to do that, you have to keep getting the support. See, with the weight loss surgery, they're just going to support you until you have the surgery. And then after the surgery, they're going to tell you to call them in 6 weeks and in a year. But if there's a problem, call. But you need support. You know, if they say, I know I had asked, it was during COVID. I said, what's the support? Oh, it's online. Okay, that's all well and good, but who online? You need a personal connection. Because I had been getting those Obesity Action Coalition emails, but until I had a personal connection, Michelle said, Deborah, apply for this scholarship. I'm like, what? Okay, let me do that. Now I'm vested. Now it means something. But just seeing something on a piece of paper don't mean anything. It has to mean something from somebody whom you can trust, from somebody that you meet whom you like. Does that make sense? So I just want to say God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please continue to hit the like button, super chat, CashApp, Venmo, whatever you want to do. Send me something. It don't matter. Whatever you want to do. I got a Target gift card in the mail. And then I sent one of our supporters the weight loss pills, and also the I sent her the bag that says downsized. So, you know, when I get something I can send y'all, and when I get a little money, I'm going to do a subscriber appreciation. But right now, I'm doing a subscriber donation request. But, you know, YouTubers be doing that. So I am just thrilled. I'm trying to see what did I do with those. Did I have any more of those vitamins they sent me? But in either case, I'm going to continue to share what I know. And I thank y'all for rocking with me. And I appreciate you. And thank you. And a large part of why I've been able to be successful is because you all have given me an audience to talk to. Because the way I learn is I talk it out. And so you notice when I'm walking, I tell my coach what I've learned. And that helps me to walk in my success. Because when I watch my videos from a year ago, I was like, you were walking. And then when my knee stopped hurting, I stopped walking. I'm like, well, let's see if you can walk again. See? I went in my hall bathroom. I said, well, I think I'm going to go on in here since I'm already standing up. Okay, I don't use my hall bathroom, but I have 2 grab bars in there. One on the front and one in the back of the toilet. I'm like, girl, you can do this. So, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. That's why the one thing I didn't mention, you have to give yourself grace. Give yourself a gentle support. Don't beat yourself up. Don't talk bad about yourself. And don't get negative or sad because you missed the mark. The miss the mark is a teachable moment. Michelle taught us that. She said, what did you learn? What did I learn when they told me stop eating salad? The first thing I ate was potatoes and brownies because they soft. That taught me that, girl, you'll go back to some bad habits if you're given an opportunity. If somebody that you respect gives you an inch, you'll take it. And toward after about a few days, I sent somebody in the store to get me some brownies, and she had like 3 children with her. I said, "Girl, I can't eat all these brownies. I'm gonna have to give you half of them," because I had already eaten a whole box of them. So I mean, like a couple of days before that. So I said, "Let me go ahead and have this," because see, my brain helped me make a good decision because I primarily eat vegetables and protein, and that helps your brain to make better decisions. And sometimes a better decision is to give away half of the brownies before you get home, because I could have eaten all 6 of them in the car before I got home. And those of you know, those of us who are food addicts, we eat like that. Okay? Okay? And I just absolutely love grace, giving yourself grace, and being able to see, oh, okay. And on top of that, I thought I had gained 15 pounds. And then I thought I know I gained 13 pounds. I had gotten on the scale at the conference because we did body composition. I only gained 8 pounds that week from all that eating. But by the time I got home, I had lost 5 of those pounds. And I had a half a piece of chocolate cake and 2 chocolate strawberries. But they had pretty healthy food. They had dessert. They had pretty healthy foods there. They had lamb and chicken. And one day they didn't have any meat for breakfast. They had protein in other forms, yogurt and other types of stuff. And so this journey is not perfection. Now my knee doctor, at first he always was talking about that weight loss. But when he saw me get out of my wheelchair and walk down the hall, walk in the office, and he said, "Do you need any help?" I was like, "No." So he just left me in there. I got up by myself. When he saw me 2 times in a row, get my car, drive my car, because see, it's flat. I can walk right in and walk right in. And I told him, I said, when I come in, I want to just walk in when it's my time to go to the office. So I walk in, go through the door, walk down there, get on the scale, walk back, get in the room. And he stopped talking about weight loss surgery then. He kept saying, "Oh yeah, you're doing great." He said, "You're doing fabulous." I said, "Well, I ate a brownie." He said, "Well, it's not perfection. It's progress. And you're making progress." And that's what you need. All those other doctors that just trying to get me to get weight loss surgery. I said, "I lost 30 pounds. How fast?" "Well, if you have the weight loss surgery, you can lose it faster." Is that really something you need to be telling patients? No, sir. And this doctor was from the Middle East, so he doesn't have respect of women. As long as I'm not challenging him too much, he was okay. But when I'm questioning him and challenging him, he got upset. He was like, you don't believe me." "Oh, no, I don't. But you don't understand the syphilis project, do you? You don't understand the project in Kentucky with enslaved people, do you? So no, I'm not going to believe whatever you say." My doctor I got now from Nigeria, he asked me why I didn't want to take the COVID shot. When I told him because they left syphilis in black men for 50 days to see what would happen, he didn't say nothing else. I'm like, none of that stuff. No flu shot, no nothing, no pneumonia shot, not this kid right here. Because why all them black women getting breast cancer all of a sudden? Could it be when you test us, you putting some on us and give it to us? They're not beneath that. My cousin, Fannie Lou Hamer, did y'all know Fannie Lou Hamer is my 3rd cousin? Fannie Lou Hamer went to get a cyst taken out. They gave her a hysterectomy. And I said, "Mama, did you know they did that to your cousin? To your cousin?" She said, "Not only did they do that in Mississippi, they were doing it in my own neighborhood on Mississippi at the clinic." Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't give me that mess about none of it. Okay? So anywho, irregardless of all the different negative things that you can think of, when you desire to lose weight, you're understanding that you're resetting your mind. What Michelle teaches us, and this is going to blow your mind. When you no longer desire the thing, you don't have to worry about having self-control or willpower or all that stuff, because you no longer desire it. Do you know I sat in front of a bowl of peppermint candy for 2 hours at church one day. I said, Lord, you have a sense of humor, because I no longer eat peppermint candy. Now, baby, let me tell you something. In times past, I would have ate all that candy before when you looked back and saw it again, it would have been gone. When I get candy, somebody gave me a sucker in a gift box. And when I gave the driver my ticket, I gave him the candy. He says, why are you giving me this? I said, because they gave it to me in the gift box and I don't eat candy. Y'all know I would have ate that candy up. When I got something else that was in a gift box, it was a little brown peppermint, I threw it in the box by the door. I don't eat candy. I don't eat peppermint. I don't eat, they gave me some peanut butter Reese's cups in individual cups. Whew, you know I like that. Baby, what did I do? I gave it straight to Jeff, to whoever I gave the food away to. I don't eat that. It's not, is it an apple? I eat that. Is it a fruit? I eat that. Is it watermelon? I eat that. I eat this. But I don't eat candy. I kept the crackers. I asked Coach. Coach was like, no. Now, one of the things he said no to, I already ate, because I knew, it didn't have that many ingredients in it, but Coach was like, this is nothing but processed nothing. And so some things I'll do that, but I'll also do it in time enough to give me more days to get it out of my system so that I can make sure I'm eating more better things than worse things. So it just took me a while to get there. Okay. So my next goal, I'm going to work on getting my teeth done. And I want to go to Meharry. I love Meharry. I found out there are 2 men here who went to Meharry. So I may go to them as well, because I do have dental insurance as well. So y'all keep me in prayer for that. But we've got to keep our goals going. And we got to know that they're possible to obtain. And we can't get there having negative ideas and negative thoughts, because God wants us to have faith. And he knows we worry. Yeah, we do worry. But worrying is not going to get us where we need to go. So that's all I wanted to say. So thank y'all so much for rocking with me tonight. God bless you. Peace and hair grease, and take care. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.